16 size from Hollywood, County Down.
Katy Designs from South Shields.
We're Doughlicious, the London Dough Co.
We are Woolcool from Staffordshire. So over the years we've worked really closely with the UK government, including with the DBT, and that has been mainly through our international trade advisor, Di, who's been a lot with us all along the way to support us with any questions, and I've called her up so many times with some random questions about export, and she's been there to help us out. And we've used the UK Export Academy on numerous occasions to the extent where 4 or 5 of our team members have utilised the service. The key point for us is having an independent body that can help us with those questions that come up that you might not know where to go to, particularly around things like paperwork and engagement with different customs and embassies.
We've been fortunate over the last lot of years to have had support from local government agencies, and that's been for for flights and for accreditation for the various markets and festivals that we attend every year. We travel a lot. We travel to maybe 8 or 9 of those a year to meet buyers and to sell.
Exhibitions are one of the most important things that you can do to learn about, even if you're walking the show and not actually exhibiting at the show, but you will learn an awful lot by just taking a booth, and customers will tell you directly what they want, what they don't want, how you've got to do it, and it's a learning process. So yeah, we've had some government support there, and we've had some local support for export with South Tyneside Council too. The support that I got to be able to go and do those exhibitions ended up with us actually setting up our own company in America when they weren't importing as much. To actually have a physical presence in the US was very important. That's not always the case now, but we still have that business, and we still operate that business. And all of that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't had the support at the start.
As a small business, it's really hard to navigate everything. And when you're growing, you want to go fast, but you have to go slow, because if not, you'll make mistakes. And that's where we were so thankful for all the advice and help from the Department of Business and Trade. They helped us navigate the IP, trademarks in different countries, how to obtain them, how to make sure that that we could claim that territory and not run into any legal problems. Because Doughlicious is a very popular name, and in some countries they had a Doughlicious pizza or a Doughlicious something else. So grounding our trademark with Doughlicious the London Dough Co. was amazing advice and something that helped us throughout our domination and journey.
My top tip for another business is to get on a plane. Go and visit the market that you're expecting to sell into, learn about it, and if you're able to, then exhibit in that country.
You're already doing what you do. It's just about thinking bigger. It's nice to feel like the big fish in the small pond, but actually when you go out into the bigger pond, you can quickly grow from the small fish into a bigger fish.
Well, that's an easy one. Learn how to say no. As I mentioned, I'm a yes person, and I always want to grow, grow, grow. But I think saying no is one of the hardest things you can do, or just hold on a minute. Because if you go into a new market, which is fantastic, and you're not ready, there's the probability that you'll fail, and nobody wants to fail.
So a few tips for selling internationally would be, number 1, go and visit where you want to sell to. That's vital for building a network and understanding the culture. Number 2, utilise the help around you. There's the international trade advisors that the Department of Business and Trade have, and they're free of charge, and also the UK Export Academy. Ask questions, that's really key, and there's so many people around that are willing to help. And finally, I would say that if we can do it, anyone can do it, so go for it.
Made in the UK
And sold to the world.